What is up, YouTube? And today I'll be doing some United Front content for you guys. I'll be doing this pretty much every single week. I've just been really busy lately with the release of other games, but my defense team, let's actually check on it. It is going to be still alive as the last line of defense. The defender is you need to bring CC, otherwise there's like a stacking attack and speed buff. And basically I'm going to show you guys about 3 attacks today. I don't want to make the video too long, and I did send 2 attacks earlier, but we're going to be trying to maybe come back from this. I don't know if we can, but it looks pretty hard at this point. But I'll be attacking some of the harder defenses that my guild has been struggling with here. So let's actually look at this team first. So basically the top team, we're just going to go in, I believe, kind of just YOLO it. And offense teams are always just inherently at an advantage in these games because you can change around your gear while they can't, which is a big thing. But you do actually want to make sure that you bring some CC characters. So because of that, I think I'm going to... there's 3 lighthouses, so Mio's okay. What I think I'm going to end up doing is probably just bringing Casio for this team. So my Casio is unbuilt because I hardly ever use her, so I'm going to slap her onto some gear. So I did just move her onto my plume gear, which is going to be fine for the most part. I don't really think it's optimal, but shouldn't really matter too much. And then for this team, I think I will go Holden, and then for my healer, Chiaki is probably going to be okay as well, although I do kind of want to play Mia to reset the cooldowns a bit. So let's actually try Mia on Time Weave. It's kind of like a cook, not my build, but someone else's, and I'm fairly certain that this should probably work here. So what I'm going to end up doing is I will start off by sleeping here. I do miss, which is very unfortunate. And in this situation, I think I'm kind of forced to just S2 the Mizuki because I don't really want her to, you know, put up the defense buff. And here what I can do is just S1 into the what's his name? Ling Luo. This guy will send his S3, but it's okay. I can now rip my S3, and then I will be able to sleep again with my Casio because it is on, what's it called? Codex. And here I'm going to rip the S3 again to heal and reset some of my CDs. Does get the sleep off, which is unfortunate, but it is fine. I think here I'm just going to go into the Holden, try to get defense down, which I do. Then I can push back with my Mia S2, even though I get countered, it is not a big deal. And then here, nothing's really up on his side in terms of cooldowns, so I'll just S2 the Holden. And then I think I will now sleep the Casio. And then, yeah, we're just going to hit the Ling Luo. I'm actually pretty surprised the Ling's on Lighthouse. It kind of took me off guard because you kind of have to force Lighthouse if you're running, or not force Lighthouse, force Bulwark on Lighthouse. Yeah, so I'm surprised he's on Bulwark because on Lighthouse you have to force Bulwark, right? There's no Bulwark on Lighthouse. Otherwise it'd be like super Omega OP, right? So now we're just playing the CC game. And at this point, I think I'm just going to go into the Ling Luo a bit. And here, I can reset cooldowns, but I don't really need to. If I get countered a bit, it's whatever. Now I'm just going to rip the S3. It's going to do extra damage against the Ling Luo as well. And then I can sleep the Mizuki, right? Yeah, I'm going to sleep the Mizuki. I'm going to try to sleep the Mizuki. I think my plume build for my Casio is a bit weak, but it's kind of unlucky because you're not going to really ever have F-Res on Mizuki, right? It's just kind of unlucky. But here, I'm going to Dispel. Don't get the Dispel off, which is unfortunate. but at this point, I think I just keep going into the Ling. We do go down here, but it's okay. My Jackal Guards are doing some damage. And then I'm going to push her back and do some damage here. Defense buff won't really matter. And then I'll rip the S3, and then pretty sure that I just kill, right? Jackal, yeah. So it did come a little close. But a dub's a dub. We take those. And even if units die in this game, it doesn't really matter because you're not gonna use them anyways if you win. Which is a nice thing. And there we go. That is one down. Alright, so let's hit this team now. This team is giving the boys a lot of trouble. So Lilium is pretty OP on this defense this week because you can't CC her, so she gets this like crazy stacking buff. So you do need to kill her very quick. So I'm gonna run Lilith here, and I'm gonna run my Lilith on my Holden build. So let me just make sure I save all my gear here so I can swap it back a lot more easier. But basically, I'm gonna run her on this setup. I will swap out some of the gear for effect accuracy because you do need to make sure that you're landing your debuffs. So if I can find some more effect accuracy pieces, that one looks pretty bad. I could go something like this. This should work. And yeah, that looks fine to me. I do want to land my debuffs, and now I do have to deal with the Lilium very quickly in this fight. So I'm gonna go Rahu. Rahu's very good against these types of teams. And for my healer, I'm probably just gonna go Sonya here, right? And we should be okay. And is this okay? I'm trying to think. I could also just go my Lilium, which would work, instead of Rahu, and do something like this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Okay, we should be good to go now. So basically with this team, I'm going to seal the Sonya. I actually wanted to heal less. Now whether this actually does good damage, no it doesn't. And then I will apply my CCs here. Of course we don't hit anything. That's actually hilarious. And then I'm gonna push back the Tiamat. And then his Lilium will go. It won't kill mine because I have an HP mod, actually. So then I'm going to S3. And now I can go into his Lilium, and this should almost kill, if not kill. So yeah, it does almost kill. He will S3, but it's okay. Just S1, and then I should be able to stun everyone like this. Get back into Void, which is great. And now we're going to proc the Amber if we can before... proc the Amber while he's stunned so that it doesn't do... or I guess it doesn't matter. But we'll do it anyways. This should proc her. Yeah. Doesn't take the turn, which is great. And now I buff my Lilium here. And at this point, I'm gonna go into Sonya because going into the Amber Tiamat is gonna do like nothing. Yeah, but I forgot to show you my Lilium stats, but she's on 1 HP mod specifically for me fighting against this guy's Lilium. Because that way I don't die to her S3. It's been tested, boys. But yeah, as I was saying that, I just ended up killing hers, or his or hers. And we're just gonna rip the S3 now. Reset my Lilium again. And at this point, I think I can just go into... I think think I just go into the Sonya. I can stun the Tiamat with my next Lilium attack. Now I can S3. And then I'm going to push back the Sonya here. Get countered, which is ouchies. But I should get like a double stun here, which is going to be good. So we do that. And now this will execute, stuns the other Tiamat. And now she'll get stunned after this as well from the bomb. Of course, I can actually get countered here and lose somehow, but surely game. And this should kill. Yeah, so that team is down. It had like 10 wins or something crazy, so we took him down, boys. Now the last attack, I'm just going to go into this shadow grid that we just unlocked, YOLO. And we're going to see what we're ending up against. So we're against these, what's it called? The super annoying Doki, Fushu, Rahu team on the first slot. So yeah, that's a thing. Now in terms of what I want to bring for CC, there's not a lot of good CC characters. Obol, I could bring something like... So I'm going to run a team like this and just kind of cleave it down. Should be pretty simple. I'll have Plume go first, dispel whatever debuffs. Or he does that as well, and that's really bad. But I should still be able to kill because I'll cut with Plume passive. I do not. But it's okay. Now we can do it. So I'll S3. And then I want to push back. And then I should be able to kill, or at least do a lot of damage, and then push up and go into the Rahu after. So he does that. I will S3 again. You can see I can push back once more, but I think I just attack buff here, and then I just S1. Pretty spooky. Honestly, this Doki Doki is super fast and kind of caught me off guard, but we in here. I could S3 again. I guess I will just have to do it, just to push them back a bit. But now I'm going to go into Doki Doki, even though Fusha's alive. Yeah, because like I know she's not on Bloodbath because she was so ridiculously fast. And then I go again. She is gonna die here, and then we kind of just kill the Plume. Not the cleanest, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I would go first and just kind of win. But as you guys saw, it was a non-Bloodbath full speed Doki on this team, which usually you're just on full Bloodbath setup for this team, so we take those. Yeah, and there is that defense down. That is pretty much it for today's video though, guys. Just wanted to show you guys United Front. My guild isn't like super competitive, it's kind of casual, so we're kind of just like YOLOing it, as you can see. But, you know, pretty fun. I would say pretty fun gameplay in terms of Guild Wars, and I do want to upload more on it, but it's like once a week, and usually I'm saving my attacks at the end, but I'll probably just start attacking on the first day and uploading for you guys, because, yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see more, and I'll see you guys next video.